that's red. What'd you do? Did you?
I just twisted this little thing. I don't know what that is. The connection.
There we go. Well, it was. That's weird. Two out of three so far.
Listen on your phone and you just do a little test nose. You hear it? No.
Good evening, Falcon fans. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Cody Van Fleet, and alongside me is Jason Marlowe, and for the next hour and a half, we are going to do our best to bring to you the contest tonight, Substate number 6, as your West Burlington Falcons are taking on the Pella Christian Eagles. Before we get into the starters and you get Coach Marlowe and I's take on what we're going to see here tonight, we're going to go ahead and play for you an interview that we did earlier with head coach Ryan O'Hearn, where he kind of talks about not only this matchup here tonight, but the season in general, what he likes about this team, his thoughts and everything that it's taken to get to this point. So with that being said, we're going to get right into it. We'll play the interview here with Coach Ryan O'Hearn, and then Jason Marlowe and I will come back, give you the starters, and talk about how the Falcons can win this ball game. And welcome to the West Burlington Falcons pregame show. With me is head coach Ryan O'Hearn, and Coach, this is the first time we've had a chance to talk to you this year, and appreciate you coming on and meeting with us. But I think our first question that I would like to ask is, this season you guys came in you've had a great season at 22-1. What has been the secret to your guys' success this year?
Well, thanks, Cody, for the coverage for tonight and making the trip over to Oskaloosa. We're really excited to be back in a Substate game. And I think the biggest thing for us is we returned everybody from last year's 12-12 team except for senior Austin Applegate, who was an excellent shooter for us and carried us down the stretch in the Cardinal district game and the Mid-Prairie district final game last year. So we had a good summer. We were up in Rock Island shootout, battle-tested. And I just really thought we improved in the summer and the fall open gyms, and returning 4 of our 5 starters was key. And I thought we picked up a really big confidence booster type win over Mount Pleasant earlier in the year. And that has just been the springboard for us moving forward here, getting the win over New London before Christmas, first time we've beat them since I've been here. And they're playing in a Substate game tonight, Saturday night. Hopefully they can get it done as well. So I think just the experience of last year, we lost a lot of close games last year to state tournament teams. Burlington, 1-possession game, 2 1-possession games to Danville. And it's just kind of our time, I think, in the conference, and hopefully getting West Burlington to the state tournament for the first time in school history.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about the conference. Obviously, you guys, Southeast Iowa, Super Conference champions. Great environment, great game here at Lauren Walker Arena a couple weeks ago. But, the one thing when you look at Pella on paper versus West Burlington, they play a lot of 3A and 4A schools. But one of the things you mentioned to me was not only the 3A and 4A schools that you guys have played, but the quality of basketball down here in Southeast Iowa between New London and Notre Dame, and a lot of good schools in the league. So kind of talk to us about what playing in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, how that's helped you guys prepare for tonight.
1A basketball is really strong in Southeast Iowa. New London, Notre Dame, Waco, Holy Trinity. All of those teams are competitive, and it's never an easy night. The Waco game, I thought, showed a lot of resiliency for our guys. We were down 9 at one point in that game in a packed Lauren Walker Arena. So to be able to hit some shots and come back and win that game, I think also boosted our confidence. But people maybe knock our schedule as being weak, but the 1As down here in Southeast Iowa can compete with, some of the 2A and 3A teams in the area.
Yeah. I mean, I would say and you probably, you're going to be more of the expert on this, but the 1A district down here between Winfield, Notre Dame,
as well, yeah.
London, we saw it in the shootout. There was some great teams playing down there, and a lot of them were 1A teams. So, no, I think that's always a question that comes up, obviously, with that. The next question I have is talk about your seniors. Obviously, you've got some senior leadership that has really been impactful for you this year. And what has those seniors done for you as far as not only leadership but just the performance that they put in this year?
The three seniors who start, Jace Figueroa, Parker Lau, Hayden Vandenberg, those three guys have been tremendous for us. Jace, it's a unique situation with his freshman brother Aiden being on the team and our top guy off the bench. So Jace is probably a little harder on Aiden than I am. I really don't have to yell at Aiden, so Jace takes care of that. But the three guys who have stuck with it, Jace played a little bit as a sophomore on our Substate game against Comanche, but Parker and Hayden didn't play a whole lot as sophomores and came off the bench as juniors last year and at times, and they've just really worked at it, and they want to win and have provided great leadership for our younger guys, and have really just been great role models for the community. Jace is a teacher assistant for a first grade teacher, Mrs. Claypool, in the elementary. Hayden's in the elementary gym with me for first period in the morning. So the younger kids look up to him, and I think there's nothing better than that when you can be a positive role model for the elementary kids.
Yeah. So moving on, let's get into tonight's game. Obviously Pella Christian coming in. Their record's not as good as yours, but they play a lot of 3A, 4A schools. I myself have seen Pella Christian in a Substate game 10 years ago. This week, by the way, so I hope you can get some revenge for me. I sure would appreciate it. What are we going to see tonight in this Pella Christian team?
Pella Christian's battle tested, and they're one of the blue bloods in 2A basketball historically. So we're trying to take down a blue blood tonight. I think they have 18 or 19 state tournament appearances, state championships. They were in the state semis last year in 2A. In return, the little guard DeVries, who played off the bench and had maybe 15 points in the state semifinals last year. The other guys have really stepped up for Pella Christian. They were reserves or JV guys, but a school like Pella Christian just reloads. So excellent shooting team. They play fast. They play beautiful basketball, moving without the ball. Excellent ball movement. Defensively, you'll see a 2-2-1 press at times, a 1-2-2 half-court trap, a 2-3 zone. So they're solid. J.D. Bauer was a Western Christian grad, so played in the state tournament as a player, and played at Dort, NAI, Northwest Iowa, and was also a GA at Dort. So battle tested. They play in a really good 3A, 4A league, and so we're just going to have to limit their threes and continue to play pretty sound defense. We're only giving up 42 points a game, so we're going to have to try and hold those guys under 50 points, I think, to be able to win the game. Yeah.
So, I know we talked a little bit about this, you being a former college coach at Southeastern and playing college ball, you're used to the road trips. There's been a lot of talk this week about venues and stuff like that. And how do you keep the guys focused on that as well as, maybe kind of turning this into a college-like business trip? How do you keep them focused for tonight?
Well, I think tonight is just a similar situation to Tuesday. On Tuesday, we were 95 miles down at Davis County, Bloomfield. We left at 3 o'clock, had a shoot around at Indian Hills at 4:30, and then headed down to Bloomfield. We got there at 5:45 and get into our pregame routine for a tournament game. So same situation against Pella Christian. We'll leave at 3 o'clock, grab some Jimmy John's to eat on the bus, and shoot around at Atumwa's Evans Middle School floor, and then get up to Oskaloosa. So same trip, same routine as Tuesday, and we hope it'll be the same outcome.
Well, and that kind of gives you a little bit of a benefit because now the guys know the routine, and so it is similar to that. And I had never been to Davis County before, so I appreciate the opportunity to see that. Coach Bowman and I got a chance to make that drive the other night and had dinner with the Vandenbergs there at I think it was called Slicks. So nice little spot on the square.
Yeah, cool gym.
Yeah.
Cool gym. Has a little Hoosiers feel to it. The locker room is down underneath the floor, and you can hear everything. And one more thing with getting ready for Pella Christian, I think something the state did this year was mandate a league pool. So every game that you play has to be in huddle the next morning by 10 a.m. So we're fortunate enough to be able to watch every game that Pella Christian has played this year, and I think just some advanced scouting, if you will, has really helped us all year. Because for this Pella Christian scout, we'll come in here and probably watch close to 200 clips of different plays throughout the season for Pella Christian, and our guys just kind of roll their eyes and give me a hard time about it. But at this time of the year, the mental side of basketball is so important, and knowing what's coming offensively, the different actions that we need to be able to guard. So I think our scouting has been fantastic, from our coaching staff standpoint.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck tonight. And, win or lose, you have created a program here that everybody in the community, not just in West Burlington, but Southeast Iowa, is talking about and proud of. And you have accomplished your goals. And I know you've got a couple more goals probably that you'd like to check off tonight, but you built something here that we're proud of. And good luck tonight. We wish you all the best. And hopefully we'll watch you guys cut down some nets here in an hour.
All right. Thanks a lot, Cody. Really appreciate it.
That's head coach Ryan O'Hearn. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the national anthem, so don't go anywhere.
Who says you can't make money with a 2-year degree? Ever had to get your car fixed or a contractor to work on your house? Those bills aren't cheap. That's because talented people get paid a lot for their skills, which they probably learned at SEC. And all they did was go to college to learn how to do what they already loved. And 2 years later, started making money doing it. And I hear business is good, so they could probably use a hand. Southeastern Community College. You don't have to go far to go far. Visit sciowa.edu.
All right, welcome back. We're here at Oskaloosa High School. Jason Marlowe and Cody Van Fleet. We're about 6 seconds away from the horn as we get ready for the the starting lineups and then the national anthem. And Jason, as we get ready for the starting lineups, we haven't had a chance to bring you in yet. You've seen these guys more than I have. What do you think we're going to see here tonight?
Yeah, I think we're battle tested as well. And I know Coach referenced that as Pella Christian's kind of their strong suit, but we've played some games. We've got guys that have been here before. I look at our effort and what it's going to take tonight to win, and the three things I wrote down were defensively. We've got to be able to compete defensively. We've got to be able to rebound the ball. I think there's going to be a lot of three-point shots put up on both ends.
Yep.
And if we can rebound and battle there, we'll be in good shape. And then, again, we got to make shots. And those seem obvious when you're a basketball fan. You can put those three keys on any game at any level. But if we can do some of those things tonight, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. So I think the thing to know about this team is when you look at Pella Christian on paper, they got a lot of size. They got 6'9", 6'5", 6'4". Their starting lineup tonight, they will go 6'5", 6'3", 6'2", 6', 5'8". So they do have size. However, they have shot more threes than West Burlington has. And everybody talks about West Burlington's guards and talks about their ability to shoot the ball. But I think tonight you're going to see two teams that play very similar type of basketball. For the Falcons, they will go with their similar lineup. At the guard spot, number 1, junior, Brady Martin. Brady's averaging 16.7 points per game. Senior guard, number 3, Chase Figueroa. Again, senior guard averaging 11.7 points per game. Another senior, number 4, Parker Lau, averaging 8.3 points per game. At a guard, sophomore, averaging 14.9 points per game, number 24, Mason Watkins. And then finally, the senior down low, averaging 4.8 points per game, number 30, Hayden Vandenberg. For the Eagles, again, like I said, number 3, junior 5'8 guard, Tyson DeVries, averaging 12.9 points per game. Number 15, Aiden Stoltz, senior guard, 6 foot, averaging 9.2 points per game. Number 23, Dane Giddings, 6'2", junior guard, averaging 10.2 points per game. Number 25, Lincoln Vandermolden, 6'3", senior guard, averaging 6.1. And then finally, the big man down low, number 31, Josiah Vose, a 6'5" forward junior, averaging 6.9 points per game. We are going to take a quick break here for the national anthem. And a couple of quick shout outs as these two coaches are getting their teams ready. First and foremost, I got to thank Mac that works in the IT department at West Burlington. Met with him yesterday for about an hour, and he was the one that kind of put this whole thing together for us. He's the one that created the YouTube link. Basically gave us a computer tonight that all I had to do was open it up and hit start streaming, and this thing was ready to go.
That's awesome, because I can't help you with that.
And so I really, really appreciate Mac's help. LJ Pritchard at Titan Broadcasting helped me play around with some of this stuff. SCC Blackhawk Booster Club for allowing me to borrow the equipment. We're ready. Falcons in white unis, Eagles in black road unis. The tip is up, controlled by the Eagles, and DeVries gets them in their offensive set. Falcons start out in man-to-man. Stoltz up top, kicks it over to the corner. Vos on the wing, takes it over, hands off, back up top to DeVries. DeVries drives in, good. 2-0 Eagles.
Just a defensive breakdown there by the Falcons. Got a back cut and made a nice shot.
Jace Figueroa up top, now to Lau. Right side corner, inside, Jace. No good. Jace gets his own rebound, and he will get fouled.
I think that's going to be one of the keys. Obviously, Jace is listed, at a significant size difference than what he actually plays. And for those that have been able to watch him all year, it'd be hard-pressed to say he's not an all-district, if not an all-state player, all the things that he does on the floor for the Falcons.
As the first free throw is good. Every team's got that guy that is your motor guy, your spark guy. And I've always thought that on this team, they go as Jace goes. Second free throw is up and good. 2-2. Falcons are in a 1-2-2, three-quarter court press. Pella having trouble getting it across. They do. Ball up top, now inside. Nice little give and go action. No good by Vos. Rebounded Eagles. Offensive rebound. Jace gets his deflection and a steal. And now Figueroa gets the steal. And as he gets it, Vos body checks him into the bleachers. So that's going to be a foul on him.
If things are going well for us tonight, you're going to say Jace's name a lot. And here we are, the third possession of the game, and he's been involved in every play so far.
And just like that, Josiah Voss, their 6'5" big man, has to come out of the game. He's got 2 fouls 1 minute into this game. So we'll see how that plays a part. Jace up top. Vandenberg sets a screen for Watkins on the wing. Watkins now controls it. Corner 3 from Vandenberg, and it's good. 5-2 Falcons, 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. And West Burlington gets into the press.
Again, that's a shot Hayden's hit consistently here in the second half of the season.
Corner 3, no good by Stoltz. Offensive rebound and putback is good by Isaiah Breams, who came in for Vos after the 2 quick fouls.
And there's their first offensive rebound of the night.
5-4, Falcons lead, 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. Lau to Watkins. Watkins drives right, left side, gets it into Vandenberg. Easy little dump down. Good.
Beautiful play by Mason. Drive, drew the defense, kicked it off.
1-2-2, still causing some problems here for the Eagles as the Falcons lead 7-4. Breams in the corner, gives it into a cutting Stoltz, and it's good. Stoltz with the dive down. 7-6 Falcons, 5:40 to go here in the first quarter as Mason Watkins gets us into our offense. Backdoor cut, Jace, nothing there. Watkins on the wing. Gives it out to Vandenberg. Heat check from the corner again. Air ball, no good, but rebound by Jace. Gets it out to Lau. Now up top to Brady.
Shot clock here.
Yep, 7, 6, 5. Watkins on the wing, 3. Got to shoot it. Drives it up. They're going to call an offensive foul on Watkins.
Yeah, that was a tough spot. Obviously, we're late in the shot clock. It was the right decision by Mason. Kid slid over. Now, I'll be honest, if we could get a change in rules for high school, we'd have that restricted arc there, and that would have been a blocking foul.
Yep.
I think that's something that should be incorporated in the high school game. It takes away that late charge underneath the basket. At this level, it's the right call.
Falcons are not a deep team, so it's important that they do not get into foul trouble, especially a guy like Mason Watkins, who's averaging almost 15 points per game. 7-6, Falcons lead, 5:08 to go in the first quarter. DeVries tries to break the press, and they're going to call a quick foul. And I hope that's not on Watkins, and it is. And that's his second. So now we have a decision to make if you're head coach Ryan O'Hearn, and it looks like he's going to keep them in with 2 fouls. DeVries, they get out of the press, Falcons do. DeVries brings it up for the Eagles. Long 3 blocked. Stoltz got it. Rebounded there by Fancher, and they're going to call him for a traveling. Falcons ball, 4:49 to go in the first.
So probably not the start either coach wanted from a foul standpoint. 2 key players. Obviously, Mason is going to have to ride this out and use his next foul strategically. I hope it's well into the fourth quarter before we get to that point.
But you know, we've talked, Jason, about as another foul is called here on, I believe that was on 25.
Yep, his first. Team's third.
So we've talked about both teams shooting the 3. But then here we go with, it's all been I guess Vandenberg hit one, but the guards for West Burlington have been trying to get drives.
Yeah, we've been driving the ball. Pella Christian's playing a man-to-man. We've got quickness in the guard court, and we're using that. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. Again, continuing to drive and pass off and hopefully making some easy shots.
Yeah. Eagles ball up top, 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. Fancher, now hand off. Over on the wing to DeVries. Eagles doing a good job of swinging it. 3 on the wing, no good by Vandermolen. Rebound, Falcons, here comes Watkins. Pulls up.
The pace of the game here, I think, also is in our favor. You heard Coach say we need to hold them below 50. We're well on that way at this point. Big shot by Mason.
3, no good by Watkins, but rebound by Jace Figueroa.
Again, for those that are tuned in and listening that have a vote in All-State, I know I'm a hometown crowd here and announcer. If Jace Figueroa is not an All-State basketball player in Iowa, I don't know that I've seen one.
Brady Martin with the drive there, and he's going to get fouled. Foul is going to be on Isaiah Breams. That's going to be his first in the Eagles' 4th. As Brady's going to go here to shoot 2. First one is up and short. No good. 3:30 to go here in the first. Falcons lead 7-6.
Looks like Aiden checked in the lineup for us. Hayden going to go out and take a break. Brady at the line for his second of 2.
Missed them both. So 2 rare misses for a guy that's shooting 76% from the free throw line on the season. Eagles ball. 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. DeVries up top. Good dump down to Fancher, and it's good.
That's a good play there. That DeVries kid obviously is really good. Made a nice drive and a beautiful assist.
Almost lost by Brady, but picked up by Aiden Figueroa. Jace now up top to get them back in their offense. Shot clock at 20. Brady on the wing, gets it up to Aiden. Now cross side over to Mason. Mason trying to drive, pull up jumper. No good. Rebound by the Eagles. DeVries gets them in their offense. Corner. Almost thought about it by Giddings. Elbow jumper by Giddings is no good. Rebound by Jace. And here comes Brady. Brady from the left side, or right side. Gets them in their set. Eagles in man-to-man.
Looks like we're going to run a 1-4 and let Brady try to isolate a taller player against him.
Good take. Jace Figueroa with the little shot fake. Drives it to the basket and gets the and one. Jace has got 4 points. Foul is going to be on Van Arendonk, and that'll be his first and the 5th for the Eagles.
That's a good sign. Drawing fouls. Again, Jace going to the basket is a great option. Finishes off the conventional 3-point play.
Free throw is good by Jace. He's now got 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Falcons lead 10-8.
Like
Eagles left side. Little dump down. Corner 3. Up. No good. Missed there by Van Anderdonk. Rebounded by Aiden. Hands it off to his brother, and here comes Brady. Brady on the right side. Drives it. They're going to call reaching foul there, or body on the drive.
That's 16 foul, Cody. So next one, we're in the bonus from here on out with 1:42 left in the first quarter. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nope.
And we've been a good free throw shooting team all year, and I know we'll continue to hit those throughout the rest of the game.
Mason inbounds it to Jace. Eagles now in a zone. It's kind of looks like a 2-3. Playing the bottom row, outside guys up high. Falcons in a Lau with the turnover there. Although Stoltz almost got it lost. Deflected out by the Falcons. It's going to be the Eagles ball. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter.
Right idea, just couldn't get it at the high post.
Stoltz gets it in their offense.
And they turned it over as well.
Brady brings it up for the Falcons. Makes the call. 1:07 left, first quarter. Brady looks to drive, nothing there. Goes to Jace. Jace drives up, in, no good. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Stoltz inside now to Breams. Breams takes it up over Aiden Figueroa, and it's good. Breams at 6'4", pretty good size advantage there, Jason, over Aiden.
Yeah, and that's that concern we talked about earlier. When they get it in that deep, it's going to be tough, and we, bodied up, straight up, couldn't do anything to prevent that basket.
10-all, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And there's the 1-and-1.
Yep. Foul is going to be on number 15, Aiden Stoltz. That's his first, team 7th.
So the discussion now from Pella Christian is, why is that a foul on this end and not the other end? And you see that when you're a coach and the fouls are at 7-2. That to me was an automatic. 2 hands on the dribbler is going to be a foul, and it was correctly called.
1-and-1 for Brady. First free throw is up and good, no good. He's now missed 3. He's 0 for 3 from the line here in this quarter. Got to be careful if you're Mason Watkins with 2 fouls. He's the only guy that has a foul.
Right.
When it's 7-2, they're going to maybe call those. So game clock down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Giddings, handoff, good. Stoltz, little dump down 2-pointer. Watkins lets it fly, no good. So after 1 quarter, Pella Christian leads the West Burlington Falcons 12-10. We'll take a quick commercial break and we will be right back.
Exhaustion, annoyance, desperation. These are feelings our clients tell us they have when experiencing the pain of being short-staffed. Hi, this is Amy Burkhart. At Titan Broadcasting and Digital Group, we have a long history of providing customized solutions to help businesses market their products and services and meet their need to grow. We can apply these same tactics and strategies to help with another need, employee recruitment. From radio ads announcing you are hiring to live radio remotes at open interviews and job fairs, we've helped applications roll in. There are also many targeted digital recruitment tools in our toolbox to attract employees online. Ads on Facebook, search engine marketing on Google, and even customized websites just for recruitment that can be integrated into your existing website or stand alone. Start feeling a better set of feelings like peace, gratitude, and relief. Just call Titan Broadcasting and Digital Group and ask for me, Amy Burkhart, or my colleague, Christy Bauer. Help wanted, help delivered.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. Jason Marlowe and Cody Van Fleet here as we start the second quarter. West Burlington Falcons trail Pella Christian Eagles 12-10. Brady Martin for a 3 from the wing, no good. Jace got his hand on it, and he's going to get called for a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, we might have settled there. Brady shooting the 3 is always a good option. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of an attack and see what we can come up with that early in the shot clock.
Eagles get the ball across. Vandermolen up top, nothing there. Gets it over to Kasamitsky. Giddings, now handoff. Little wheel action here. Lots of handoffs for the Eagles as Stoltz now takes it up high at 8, 7, 6 on the shot clock. Stoltz with the drive over Lau, and it's good. Pella Christian leads 14-10, 7 minutes to go in the first half.
DeVries is out, but he's back at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. I thought maybe we'd have a chance there with him on the bench to take advantage of that, but it was a nice drive by Pella Christian.
Mason Watkins with a good left-hand drive to the basket. That puts him in with his first basket of the game. West Burlington now trails 12-14, 6:46 to go. As Aiden Figueroa is going to be called for the foul as Aiden Stoltz drives to the basket.
That was a tough one there. I thought Aiden was a pretty good spot defensively. Call came from across the lane.
Stoltz shooting 2, knocks the first down.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, we're not deep on the Falcons. We've played 6 guys pretty much all year. We've continued to do that here tonight, but you can see Pella Christian running in multiple subs, 2 at a time.
Yep.
May play a factor later on in the game.
Yeah, they've played 9 guys so far, so Falcons have only played 6. Pella now coming out into a little bit 3/4 court press. Falcons get it across, no problem. Lau now to Watkins up top. Watkins gets them in their set against the 2-3 zone. Jace, right wing, looks to drive. Hands it, almost handed it off to his brother. Watkins, pass it out to Watkins up top, 3. Takes about 3 bounces, and it's good.
Great shot, great play. Penetration by Jace, gets that defense collapse, kick it out for the 3.
Mason Watkins now with 5. Black Falcons lead 15-16. You will get me to say Blackhawks at some point. Sorry, it's a bad habit.
Missed it.
Missed there by Voss. Got his own rebound. Tried it up again, couldn't get it out of bounds.
That should be his 3rd foul, right? And we're going to be in the 1-on-1 on this end. So that's a big play there. He missed about a 2-footer on a putback and then committed a foul trying to rebound his miss. Going to put Mason at the line for 1-on-1. We're rapidly approaching the double bonus here. 5:58 left in the second quarter.
Yep. Voss with the third foul going to come out averaging 7 points a game, 4th on the team in scoring. 6 minutes to go. Mason Watkins now shooting 1-1. First free throw is up and no good. So Brady and Mason right now have not found the stroke yet at the free throw line. Eagles ball up top, shot fake. Giddings for 3 and it's good. Nice little pump fake, took a little dribble. Eagles lead 19-15, 5:37 left to go here in the first half. Watkins drives, hands it off to Aiden. Aiden gets it back out to Watkins. Hands it off to Jace up top. Jace drives it.
Beautiful.
Good.
What a shot. There's DeVries again.
But DeVries gets it right back down. Fast break, hits Giddings on the run for the quick 2. Giddings now has 5. Eagles lead 21-17, 5 minutes to go here in the half.
DeVries has got 1 basket and a half, but he's probably had at least 5, if not 6 assists.
Yep.
You've got to do a better job of stopping him from driving the ball and finding open players.
Brady with the drive of his own. So both teams driving, and with the foul trouble, it's causing some, DeVries tries to drive there, and Jace Figueroa gets the block, but carries it out of bounds with him.
I'm not sure what DeVries is listed at in size. I'm going to go with about 5'3", maybe 5'4".
They got him at 5'8".
He's not. But he is quick and is a very, very good point guard. You can see that he's more of a pass-first point guard, but that's putting Pella Christian in great opportunities to score.
Yep. Take there is up. No good by Breams. Rebound by the Falcons. Here comes Brady. 4:25 left to go here in the half. Falcons trail by 2, 21-19. Coach O'Hearn calls motion set.
Knocked out of bounds, stays with West Burlington. Those are the passes that coaches go nuts on. You know, you can't get away with that.
Coach O'Hearn doesn't go nuts.
Well, Coach is very animated. He's passionate about coaching for sure. But, you know, those soft middle of the floor to sideline passes typically are not effective, and the defense has an opportunity. We were fortunate they just deflected out of bounds there.
Watkins, 5 on the shot clock, drives it in, hands it off to Aiden. Aiden lays it up and good. 21-21, under 4 now in the first half. But DeVries, again, you got to get on him. He gets it down there quick. But turnover, DeVries to Brady. Brady's got about 3 guys on him. Mason Watkins takes it on the drive. Up, no good. But he gets fouled, and that looks like that's going to be on Breams, and if it is, that's going to be his second. Putting Mason Watkins at the line to shoot 2.
You know, when their big kid went out, it probably didn't impact their offense as much, but he does provide a presence under the basket, and we've been able to take advantage of that by attacking.
Yeah. Timeout on the floor, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. This game is tied. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. Jason Marlowe and Cody Van Fleet with you here. Doing our best to do a radio broadcast, which is my first. I've done a few streaming games over at SCC, but my first radio play-by-play game, so I apologize. We are not the best, but we are the cheapest.
There's no doubt. The pay has been relatively non-existent at this point. Well, I did get a Pepsi out of it.
Yeah, and I got in for free, so, you know, that's something. But Mason Watkins to the line, shooting 1-1. Pella Christian with 19 fouls, 3:40 to go here in the first half. First one is up, and it's good. So that's the first made free throw between Brady and Watkins. They are now 1 for 5.
I believe so.
West Burlington now leads 22-21 as the second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Francher hands it off to DeVries, and here we go.
West Burlington back to man-to-man defense, which is probably our strong suit.
Vandenberg gets his hand on it. Shot is missed by Cruid, and Brady and the Falcons now get us down the floor. Hands off to Watkins, who's now going to get us into our set. Eagles in a 2-3 zone. Watkins up top. Jace Figueroa, left side. Brady running baseline. Up top again, Watkins. Right side wing, Jace sets a screen for him. Watkins up top, hands it off to Brady. Shot clock's at 5, 4, 3, gotta shoot it. Watkins a long 3, no good. Nobody there, Eagles get it, and here comes DeVries. 2:45 left to go in the second quarter. DeVries shoots a 3 up top, and it's good. Little give and go action. DeVries got 5 points, and that gives Pella Christian a 2-point lead. 24-22, 2.5 left to go in the second quarter.
We've got to figure out a way to overload this side, which we tried the last time. It didn't work. We went to the late high post and had to kick out for a long 3. But, you know, we're 25 feet from the basket right now and really haven't even looked inside to do anything against this 2-3 zone.
Nope. Getting drives, but drive and kick. Watkins, no good. Rebound, DeVries. And DeVries is on the run. Almost shot there by Francher, but hands it off. Giddings with the drive, up, no good. Rebound, Aiden. Hands it off to Brady, and Brady's on the run. Vandenberg on the left side, Jace on the right. Brady drives it up, good.
Good shot. Might not be a bad idea to think about getting Mason out of the game at the next dead ball.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You do not.
2 fouls, a minute 36 left on the clock.
Yep. Hopefully you wouldn't have too much.
This might be the chance to get him out here.
Nope.
Although we've trusted him this far to play with 2 fouls, and he's done a nice job. Might have got away with third one down here that last time. If you could hear the Pella Christian fans, they thought there was some contact on their shot.
I've coached the junior high boys basketball team at West Burlington for the last 3 years. And my first year, I had Mason Watkins as my point guard. And in 8th grade, he was playing at a junior, senior level. And at this point, he's college level as far as his mindset and IQ.
No doubt. Seasoned player, played a lot of basketball games, comes from a basketball family and background. His mother, clearly the best player in that entire family.
Vandenberg up and in with a nice little drive. Gives the Falcons a 2-point lead. 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Defensive stop here would be real big.
DeVries, drive, kicks it out. Now hit DeVries on the corner. Shoots a 3 up, no good. Rebound by Jace. 50 seconds to go. Shot clock at 30. Horn set coming here for the Falcons. Horn set means 2 bigs high at the elbows. Guards on the wings. Mason drives. Up, no good. Here comes DeVries. Aiden trying to stay with him. Kicks it up top. Vanden Molden now trying to get it up top to somebody. They do find Fancher. Now back to Vandermolden. 13, 12, 11. DeVries now with the ball. 10, 9, 8. Aiden's on him, trying to stay with him. And Aiden lost him on the drive. Vandenberg tried to pick him up, and he gets called for the blocking foul.
And that's not all bad. That's our 5th foul of the half. It was a good drive by Pella Christian. They had us spread out. Hayden tried to sneak in late and take a charge and wasn't quite established in his defensive position. Nothing easy here.
6 seconds to go. Eagles trying to get it in. They do. Breams up top. Aiden on him.
That's a charge.
Gotta be a charge, right? Both of them are looking at each other. What's the call? And they're gonna call the blocking foul on Aiden Figueroa. The official up top, the official down low, and that's going to be 2 on Aiden. And O'Hearn and the officials are having a conversation about it. The official up top made the call. The official down low put his hands up, but kind of left it to the head official up top to make the call.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I was hoping that would have went our way. I thought Hayden on that one was actually established instead of the prior time when he was not, but we didn't get the call.
So Breams makes them both. We're tied at 26. 1 second to go. Heaved by Watkins is no good. And we're going to go into halftime tied at 26. Wow. What a quick half there, Jason.
Yeah, typically this time of year, the games go faster. It's always best to play at a slower pace, and, you know, your juniors and seniors understand that.
Yep.
But for everybody else, myself included, that clock ticks down pretty quickly, and here we are already at halftime. Haven't settled a single thing yet.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, kind of gather our notes, gather our composure, and we will come back and talk about what we saw here. So don't go anywhere.
Time to head to the Broadway Bar and Grill in West Burlington for your favorite food and drink during football season. Each Saturday and Sunday, enjoy specials on pizza and appetizers, including wings, loaded nachos, potato skins, and samplers. Weekly drink specials include beer buckets and Bloody Mary specials all day. It's football season, and your place to be for all the big college and pro games is at the Broadway Bar and Grill in downtown West Burlington. Check them out on Facebook for their weekly specials.
Are you a contractor looking for a one-stop shop for all your building needs? Look no further than Standard of Beaverdale. We're the contractor's best friend, and we've got everything you need to get the job done. But that's not all. At Standard of Beaverdale, we understand the importance of efficiency and timing on a job. That's why we offer delivery services straight to your job site. Consider us your helping hand in making sure your business process runs smoothly and you are able to finish your projects on time. And contractor friends, don't forget we've got the largest selection of Carhartt gear in the area. Because let's face it, old man winter just won't take the hint and leave. Don't let the harsh weather slow you down. Come to Standard Beaverdale and pick up the best quality lumber and building materials in town, along with the Carhartt gear you need to keep warm and dry. Don't forget our amazing kitchen, bath, and flooring folks upstairs. If you want to work with the best, come see us at Standard of Beaverdale today, and let us help you build something that you will be proud to show off. Shop Standard of Beaverdale in West Burlington, Iowa, open 6 days a week.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School as West Burlington and Pella Christian are tied at 26 with 8 minutes to go, and we've already gotten our first request that we need to give the score more. So again, we're not the best, but we are the cheapest. So
and it is 26-26.
And it is 26-26. As far as, you know, the story of the game, obviously fouls are starting to pile up for Pella Christian, but Mason Watkins got 2 quick fouls and then basically played the next, I mean, gosh, it was 2-3 minutes into the game, and then was able to play 10 plus minutes there without a foul. But Jason, what'd you see out there?
Yeah, I think the thing, if I was Coach O'Hearn and was talking to the Falcons at this point, I would say, listen, we are in a really good spot. I know we're tied. We had that lead early in the first quarter, kind of relinquished that, but gained it back. We need to lock down defensively on DeVries. He clearly has shown that he has the ability to penetrate against our guards, and when he does that, he creates openings for other players. He appears, and I think I mentioned it, he appears to be a pass-first type point guard. So knowing that, we're going to come out, dare him to shoot one. He did make a 3, so he's got that ability. From an offensive standpoint, I think we are best when we are attacking as well, similar to what Pella Christian does. Distributing that ball to our bigs. We had a couple nice dump-offs to Hayden and Aiden. And then if all fails, when they collapse, kick out, make the 3. If there's one thing that we could probably clean up, it's the free throw shooting. It's going to be even more important now. So I would tell my guys, listen, it is what it is in the first half. We can't get them back. So lock down when you're at that free throw line. We're going to hold that follow through a little longer. Get up on those toes. Watch that ball go into the basket. And when you get the chance, make sure that you're the one that's at that line, you know, putting them in the basket.
Yeah. You know, and both teams have been in this situation. As we said, this is the third time Coach O'Hearn has been in a Substate game. Pella Christian, it seems like they're in there almost every year, every other year. But they've both been in those situations. I think every year, in talking to Coach O'Hearn about it, every year you play in a Substate game, you learn something. You learn something about yourself as a coach. You learn something about your team. And there's things that you remember. And, I think the thing that Coach O'Hearn and I talked about yesterday when we were doing the interview is making sure that if they go to a 2-3 zone, if the Falcons are in a 2-3 zone, that when they swing that ball, that they can rotate quick enough to get out and get a hand up on the shooter on the opposite side, due to the way the Falcons set their zone up. But right now, like you said, neither team's really shooting the ball very well.
No, I wouldn't say lights out by any means. And as you related earlier, when you're moving that ball from one side to the other, you got to get that defensive backside effort on a rebound. And that's probably where we're a little bit undersized on that backside. Yeah. There's been some long misses. I thought we've competed on the boards. That was the second key I had was rebounding, and I think we've held our own. Yeah. The big kid for them going out, it definitely helped us from a size standpoint. If we can continue that effort on the rebounds as well as defensively, and then that third key, making shots, and maybe the shots we need to make are from the foul line. Yeah. Those are the ones that you sometimes take for granted in 20-point blowouts early in the season. A missed free throw here or there doesn't really matter. But we're in the Substate game. Every point, every possession is important. And as I alluded to, you can't go back and do anything over in the first half. It's done. Yeah. But going forward, making those free throws is going to be a key if the Falcons can sneak out of here with a victory.
Yeah, we got a 16-minute ball game left. That's the way to look at it. For the Falcons starters, Brady Martin with 4 points in the first half. Jace Figueroa with 7. Parker Lau hasn't scored yet, but has got his hands on some loose balls, a couple steals. Mason Watkins with 6. And then Hayden Vandenberg with 7. Made that big 3 in the corner. Couple little dump downs when the guy that was guarding him helped over, creating an easy layup. So for the Eagles, Tyson DeVries with 5 points, Aiden Stoltz with 8, Dane Giddings with 5, and then the two big men, Vandermolen and Voss, both with 0. Voss averaging almost 7 points a game, got 3 fouls there in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see if they start him, and if they do, he's got to be careful that he doesn't pick up a 4th, because if he does, he's pretty much out till probably, I'd say, at least 5 minutes left in the game. But I've never been a guy that plays a kid with 2 fouls, especially a sophomore. So
right, and everybody in America that's listening is going to say, well, you just attack that kid and get your 4th foul on him. And I'm sure if that works out, we'll be able to do that. But I don't know if that's the absolute most important thing for us to be successful. If you're playing against a team that's got a star player, I think about my old high school as Danny Stevens. The other night we played against a kid from Albia that was pretty good as well. That might be critical if you could draw that 4th foul early. Yep. But I wouldn't change anything we're doing offensively just to make that happen. If he picks up his 4th foul, great. That's an added bonus. But I like what we're doing offensively.
Got to give some shout-outs so our phones will start blowing up. Got to stop blowing up. We got to give a shout-out to the Fleming boys that are out in Colorado. So we got a hello from the Rocky Mountain boys that said they're
loyal listeners way out west.
So, that's one of the reasons that Jason and I wanted to do this, not only for the people that couldn't make the hour and 40-minute trek over here to Oskaloosa tonight, but also to the families. People are listening from all over the country, and we appreciate it. And, obviously, with a minute 22 here left in halftime, both these teams, but especially the Falcons, they're playing for history. They want to be the first team, the first boys basketball team to make it to the state tournament. And obviously with Coach O'Hearn's announcement a couple weeks ago that he's going to be stepping down at the end of the year and taking an AD job, obviously it's important to want to get that for him. so that way he can leave on a, hopefully cutting down some nets here in about 40 minutes or so. But about 45 seconds left before we start the third quarter. It looks like they are not going to go with Breams.
We're going to leave him out, it looks like, according to the player board that's in front of us.
So they're going to go with Breams instead of Voss. Breams has 2 fouls, so they're going to go with the backup forward that has 2 fouls instead of starting their center that's got 3. So, I mean, that was always the decision as a coach that I made. I'd say, look, if I'm going to put you out there with 2 fouls in the first half, if you pick up a third, I'm probably not going to be able to start you.
And they have that luxury, as we alluded to. They've played 10 guys already. We've played 6, so they've got a few more subs. But that probably makes sense from a Pella Christian standpoint to leave him on the bench for a little bit, see what happens here.
Again, the game is tied, so Eagles now down at our end as DeVries goes right, dribble handoff. Ball is swung over the side. Stoltz back up to DeVries. Falcons in man-to-man. Now inside, down to Stoltz. Goes up over Watkins. They tried to do a little isolation, tried to get a 3rd foul on him. Nothing happening, and he missed the shot.
They're trying the same thing that we just talked about with their player. Mason didn't fall for it. Good defense there.
Chase, dribble handoff to Brady. Brady looks to drive, but shuffled his feet just a little bit. Gets called for the travel.
Tried to run a perimeter offense there with open up the middle for some drives. Just got caught taking too many steps.
26-26.
That's the score.
Want to make sure we get the score out there. DeVries, dribble drive up, no good. Rebound Vandenberg. A little bit of contact, nothing called. Watkins now on the drive, hands it off to Brady. No good. Missed a wide open left-handed layup. DeVries gets it, brings it back up. Now we're under 7 in the third quarter. Breams on Vandenberg, down low. Nothing doing. Now up top to Giddings. Giddings drives on Lau. And before the shot goes in, they're going to call Lau for the hand check.
Yeah, back on that other end. Very nice job of running the break. I know that's one Brady will want back. He's got to forget it. He can't go back and get the next one.
That is Parker Lau's first foul, first for the Falcons this half. DeVries hands it off now. Stoltz gets it out in the corner for Breams. DeVries. DeVries with the drive there, goes up. Saying it's out of bounds on Chase. Shot was no good. Stoltz for the Eagles inbounds. Falcons still in man. DeVries with Jace on him. Back doors. No good. Shot is missed by the Eagles, picked up by Brady. Pella wanted a foul there, didn't get it. Brady gets the setup up top. Eagles now in man. 6 minutes to go. 26-26. Brady trying to make something happen on his own, drives it in, it's good.
There's Brady Martin coming right back after that other layup that he missed and making a tough shot. That's what you want out of your junior guards.
Quick miss by Breams. Vandenberg doesn't get the rebound, kicks it out to Vandermolen, and he gets the 3. You hate seeing those second chance points.
That's a good play by Pella Christian. Just a back tap. Instead of being able to rebound the ball, they tapped it back out. Wide open 3-point look.
5:40 to go in the third quarter. Pella Christian now leads 29-28 as Mason Watkins misses a little corner jumper. Rebounded by the Eagles. Now brought down. 3 on the way by Stoltz, and that's good. Quick 6-0 run for the Eagles. 32-28. Pella Christian leads, 5:15 to go, and Coach O'Hearn decides, you know what? Let's take a quick 30 timeout, talk about it. So
when 3-point shots were falling, obviously they made 2 in a row there. The first on the back tap rebound was a wide open look, and that's not as concerning. We had all 5 guys trying to rebound the ball closer to the basket. But the last look was wide open. A defensive breakdown, miscommunication. You know, the things that we didn't do in the first half starting to rear their ugly head here early in the third. Now, the good news is it's there early in the third. We got plenty of time. Good time out there by Coach O'Hearn. We'll get those things corrected and get back in it.
Stoltz now with Stoltz now with 11 points to lead all scores right now.
Typically what Coach will do here out of a timeout is run a special, you know, a set play of some sort. Maybe it's a backdoor lob play for Jace. We've ran that a few times this year. I'm sure they've seen that on film. There it is, exactly what I called, and a three-point play. Now, I'm no Tony Romo of football.
I was just gonna throw out Romo.
But I've been to every Falcon game this year, and I've seen a little basketball, maybe not as much as yourself, but you know, that was a set play drawn up, beautifully executed, and the bonus is we're gonna get a chance for the conventional three-point play.
Jace Figueroa gets to the hard way. Now he gets a chance to make the free throw, and he does. 32-31, Pella Christian leads, 5:10 to go. Man, you called that. As the Eagles throw it out of bounds, as the Falcons show just a little bit of half-court pressure.
So that pressure is very similar to what Iowa runs sometimes.
Yep.
You know, it's not necessarily designed to create a quick trap and a steal. Three-quarter court kind of speeds them up, and clearly there they were unable to advance that ball across half court.
Parker Lau up top gets it, tries to do the same play almost for Jace, and they're going to call an illegal screen. They're going to call that on Brady Martin. That is going to be his first. Team foul number 2 for the Falcons.
And Pella Christian going back to Voss now. 4:58 in the third quarter. They bring him back in with 3 fouls.
5 minutes to go. 32-31. Pella Christian leads. Falcons back in that little three-quarter court. And again, throw it over somebody's head. Turnover Eagles. Falcon ball.
You know, I like that. Again, we've shown that a little bit earlier in the game. We kind of went away from it simply, I think, because Mason had 2 fouls. We've gone back to it now, and it's rattled Pella Christian.
Jace on the left wing gets it up top to Vandenberg. Vandenberg kicks it over to Lau on the right side. Watkins comes up, gets it to the top of the key. Vandenberg comes up, sets a ball screen. Watkins drives left. Thinks about going inside, kicks it back out to Vandenberg. Long three, no good. Jace gets his hands on it. Rebound Eagles. Here comes DeVries. DeVries drives middle. Mason on him. Now kicks it over in the corner to Stoltz. Stoltz now back up top. Down now in the corner. Karkamixki, gosh, I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing that.
Yeah.
DeVries misses it, gets the rebound. Up to Jace.
Go at him.
Fast break.
Yes, that's 4th foul.
Yep. Jace Figueroa on the fast break went right at Josiah Voss. Does not get the basket, but what he does is he gets the 4th foul on the starting center for Pella Christian.
Again, these are the things that if you watch Jace Figueroa play basketball his senior year, that will never show up in the box score.
Nope.
Maybe a couple free throws. But the fact that as a senior, he realized here's a guy with 4 fouls. He's the only guy back.
Yep.
Attack the basket, make the referee put air in the whistle.
And again, we talked and talked and talked. He doesn't show up in the stat sheets like you say it, but this team will go as Jace goes.
No doubt.
He cannot get in foul trouble. He can't get hurt. They need him. Half court, little trap set. Eagles. Turnover, blocked shot by Brady Martin. And here comes Brady. Falcons now lead 33-32, 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. Brady pulls it back, sets up the offense for the Falcons. Horn set, high post. Brady off a screen from Jace, gives it out to Jace. Jace hands it off to Watkins, 12 on the shot clock. Aiden comes out, sets a screen for him. Mason dribble drives, throws it up a runner at the elbow, no good, but rebound Jace.
And there's that back tap working on our end as well. Aiden couldn't get the rebound, but he tapped it to Jace. We got 35 on the shot clock, chance to run it down.
5-out motion set for the Falcons. Really spreading the floor. Dribble drive, Brady Martin, it's good. Falcons lead 35-32, 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here comes DeVries, quick set, kicks it out. Steal by Jace, 2-on-1. Jace gonna take it up himself and it's good. 37-32.
I'd say they need a timeout. We've sustained a little momentum here. My guess is you're gonna see a timeout. There it is.
Timeout, Pella Christian, and the West Burlington faithful is alive. Full timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout, and we will be right back.
Lunning Chapel helps families and friends achieve closure and acceptance. A funeral service is a time to share stories, a chance to reflect on a life lived and how it impacted others, and how this person made you who you are.
At Lunning Chapel, we understand the importance of a funeral service. We'll help you through the grieving process and celebrate your loved one's life. We invite you to experience the Lunning Chapel difference. Lunning Chapel, turning care into comfort.
Welcome back here to Oskaloosa High School. The 1-2-2, as you just told us here at the break, the 1-2-2 for West Burlington completely changed the momentum of this game. As we went from a very distraught 2 quick threes by Pella Christian, they led by 4, to all of a sudden now it was 32-28 Pella Christian, and just like that, a 9-0 run by the Falcons, and they lead 37-32, 2:35 to go in the third quarter.
Need to lock down defensively here, obviously playing with the lead. We haven't had this big of lead yet.
And DeVries is out of the game. They brought DeVries out of the game, try to give him a blow. And what's the call?
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
Falcons possession on the alternating possession arrow.
That's a big call.
It was. I don't think their coach liked it, but it was right in front of the official. He's got a good look at it there, made a clear signal.
Crew we have tonight did the Substate crew with Pella Christian last year where they won and went to state, so this crew has seen these guys. Figueroa up top, Jace passes it off to Aiden. Back to Jace. Brady Martin now in the corner. Up to Mason. 10 on the shot clock. Eagles in a 2-3 zone. Brady shot fake, pull up 3. Good!
Big shot.
Big time shot.
You can't ask for a better response from Brady Martin after that missed layup. He's made 2 drives to the basket, a 3, now another steal.
Steal Brady. Hands it off to Mason.
Run the offense here.
40-32 Falcons, a minute 38 to go here in the third quarter. And Coach O'Hearn says, if we don't have nothing easy, let's run something.
That's exactly right.
2-3 for the Eagles. Zone. Jace on the left side. Aiden sets a screen for him. Jace looks to drive. Up. No good. Don't foul. Rebound Eagles. Here comes Stoltz. Again, DeVries out of the game right now for the Eagles. Oh, they're going to get an offensive foul. In there. Look who it is. The better be all-stater, Jace, taking a charge. Was in the right spot.
And not only was in the right spot there, he sold it. I'm saying it was a good call. It was a charge, I think, as well. But again, that senior leadership, being in the right spot defensively, you can't ask for more than that from a coach. You want that every year. Some years you're blessed to get it.
Parker Lau with the floater, no good. 1 minute to go. Falcons lead 40-32 over the Pella Christian Eagles with a trip for state on the line. DeVries up top. Falcons in man. Breams over in the corner, dumps it down low. Basket is good by Kasmerinsky. 40-34, West Burlington leads. 33 on the game clock. About a 3-second difference between game clock, shot clock. So we're just gonna go with the shot clock. 17 on the shot clock. Lau up top. Now over to Watkins. Back up to Lau. 12, 10. Watkins on the right side. Against the zone. 5. Long 3. Watkins, no good. 5.9 on the game clock now. Eagles ball.
We need a big stop here. This is an important defensive possession. 5 seconds left.
Falcons smartly go into the press. Doesn't allow them to get a shot off. And as the third quarter ends, West Burlington took control late, and now they have a 6-point, 40-34 lead. Coach, I call you Coach because shoot, I've seen you coach enough ball games over the years.
Yeah, that was a great quarter for West Burlington. Obviously,
quarter.
the 1-2-2 really changed the tempo of the game. It sped Pella Christian up. They made 2 or 3 unforced turnovers. We were able to take advantage of that. And I go back to that set play that we ran after a timeout. Pella Christian had made a couple of threes. The momentum seemed to be swinging in their direction. We called a great play, got the conventional 3-point play, and from that have just pressed forward. Again, looking forward at the fourth quarter, we're going to have to make free throws down the stretch and continue to battle on the defensive boards especially.
Jace Figueroa now with 14 points, and he is leading this team offensively and defensively. He's taking charges. He's getting rebounds. He knows what's on the line. The Falcons were outscored 12-10 in the first quarter. Since then, they outscored Pella Christian in the second, 16-14, and then in the third quarter, 14-8. So the last 2 quarters, they went 10, they went 16, they went 14. West Burlington's starting to find ways to score, Jason.
Yeah, and that's really the key. You know, if you win every quarter, you're going to win the basketball game.
Mason Watkins got his hand on a ball, and he was kind of shoved out of bounds there by Breams, but no foul called. Eagles ball. Falcons in man.
Mason's still playing with only those 2 fouls that he picked up early in the game.
And you said it, you hope his next foul comes in the fourth quarter, and if it does, it will. Eagles ball, 12-10 now on the shot clock. Ball's dumped down to Vandermolen. Lau on him, up, no good, rebound Vandy.
Good defense by Parker Lau.
6-point lead, 40-34. West Burlington leads, 7:15 to go, and now we play the tick, tick, tick. Parker Lau up top, Brady Martin now over to Watkins. Watkins on the right side, gives it to Vandy. Vandy travels.
Yeah, that was just a miscommunication there. I think we were trying to run some type of horn set. We tried that a couple times earlier. It hasn't been successful. Maybe like to see Mason keep that ball in his hands late in the game and not put Hayden in a position to make that violation.
I think what Coach likes about the horn set is it pulls the defense out and it creates some driving opportunities, possibly. DeVries gets it out for the Eagles, drive, Breams, and he's going to get fouled and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. As the foul is going to be called on Vandenberg. That is his second. Team foul number 3. So we're under 7 minutes. West Burlington has 3 timeouts remaining. Pella Christian 4.
You get 5 fouls in high school basketball. There's good fouls and there's not good fouls. And that was a good foul by Hayden. Prevented a layup. Didn't do it in a way that was going to draw an intentional foul. And you get the player to miss a free throw.
First one's no good. Isaiah Breams, 63% free throw shooter.
And they'll go back to Voss, obviously on an opportunity to rebound the free throws coming in for the shooter. Need to check out here and get this board.
Jace and Vandenberg down low to block out. The second free throw is up and good. And Breams is going to come out and he's going to be replaced by Voss, who's coming back in with those 4 fouls. Voss has not played a lot of minutes tonight, just cannot seem to get out of foul trouble. Watkins brings it up, Falcons up 5. Watkins passes it up top to Brady. Vandenberg comes out to set a screen, doesn't use it. Now he does use it. Brady with the drive, nothing there, kicks it out to Watkins, 14 on the shot clock. Watkins right side, drives it in. He's gonna get hand checked by DeVries.
That's a good play there. Mason had not a lot going, shot clock running down. Haven't had to talk a lot about the shot clock tonight. Could play a role here late in the game, but able to draw the foul.
That's DeVries' first foul of the game. He's another one that, boy, you talk about a spark plug for their team. Watkins immediately goes in for a cross screen set for Jace, and Jace is hit hand checked, so quick foul there on Vandermolen. That is his third.
That's a sideline out of bounds play we've used a lot. Everybody forgets about the inbounder, and then we run Jace clear across the floor on a back cut.
Falcons get it inbound, 30 on the shot clock, 6:20 on the game clock. Eagles in a 2-3 zone. Brady pulls it out. Coach O'Hearn, Vandy comes up, sets the screen for Brady. Parker Lau for a three in the corner, no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Brought up by Giddings.
A lockdown on defense here.
Yep. Handoff. DeVries. Jace on him up top. Way out on him. Stoltz now up top of the key. Hands it off over at Van Molen. Three ball, no good. Rebound, Pella Christian. Kicks it back out. Falcons try to double team, and it works. Turnover, Eagles.
Lockdown defensively, we got the stop we needed. Able to survive that offensive rebound.
Mason gets the ball. 5:36 left here in the game. Falcons lead by 5, 40-35. Watkins gets the ball screen from Vandy up top. Drives in, floater, up, no good. Rebound by the Eagles by Vandermolen, and he's gonna throw it off. Oh, how is that a block? They're gonna call Vandenberg for the block. Looked like he was set, Jason.
Let's see, it'd be interesting if they count the basket. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. The basket did go in. I don't know if the officials saw that.
They're saying it's on the floor.
No basket.
Good. Yep.
Well, we might have got a break there.
Well, if he didn't see it.
Again, you know, Hayden sliding in there. You know, that's a call that's going to go 50-50. Half the crowd's going to love it, half the crowd's going to hate you when you blow the whistle there.
So the foul is called on Vandy. That's his third, team's fourth. Pella Christian has 5 team fouls, West Burlington 4. West Burlington in man-to-man here on the out-of-bounds. Eagles get it inbounded.
Oh, yes.
Still Brady. Brady all the way, up, and it's good. 42-35, 5 minutes to go. West Burlington leads over Pella Christian.
That's the lockdown defense. If we continue to defend like we're doing right now, man-to-man, I wouldn't even think about going back to zone.
Oh, that's
probably Mason's third foul.
Yep, that's going to be his third, and it's going to be an and one as the basket is good there by Stoltz. So Watkins now with 3. And I know he's gone 20 minutes almost here, Jason, without a foul, but you do not want to pick up a fourth here quickly.
That's right. It's been good to get him to where he's at now. 4:54 left. We're up by 4. Again, walk back defense and continue to make shots on offense, and we're in good shape here.
Stoltz with 14 points. He's had a big night for the Eagles. Brady Martin up top for the Falcons. Aiden sets a screen for him. Long 3. Up, no good. Aiden tries to get it. Him and Jace both causing problems, but Eagles get it across. 3 ball in the corner for the Eagles by Giddings, and it's good. And just like that, the lead is down to 1. 42-41, Falcons lead. And Coach O'Hearn gets him to cross him. He wants a timeout.
Well, you can't ask for much more than this.
Heck no. We got a ball game, folks. Let's take a quick timeout, and we will be right back.
Time to head to the Broadway Bar and Grill in West Burlington for your favorite food and drink during football season. Each Saturday and Sunday, enjoy specials on pizza and appetizers, including wings, loaded nachos, potato skins, and samplers. Weekly drink specials include beer buckets and Bloody Mary specials all day. It's football season, and your place to be for all the big college and pro games is at the Broadway Bar and Grill in downtown West Burlington. Check them out on Facebook for their weekly specials.
Jason Marlowe and Cody Van Fleet here at Oskaloosa High School, and what is quickly turning into a classic of a high school ball game, something that these kids on both sides will never forget. Falcons lead 42-41. Jason, it's pretty much what we thought it would be.
There's no doubt about it. Two evenly matched teams. We're playing well. They're playing well. We're coming out of that timeout set. Again, I'm guessing they're going to think we're going to run something for Jace. I know we've got other plays in the book, and maybe this is the time to run something for Brady Martin. Maybe even sneak Parker Lau out in that corner for the 3.
Watkins up top. Hands it off Brady. Brady gets it to Jace, right side, and they're going to get, Jace is going to get fouled before he can get the shot up. The shot was good, but they waved it off and said before that, foul.
Next one puts us in the bonus. That's 16 foul.
And the foul is on Vandermolen. That's his 4th. So the foul's starting to pile up for Pella Christian with 4 to go. Turnover Lau. DeVries. Woo! DeVries. Turnover Eagles. Got it over to Vandermolen. He had a good shot fake. Got Brady in the air. Went to do a little step back and traveling call.
That was a good break there for us. We kind of had a tough time getting the ball in bounce. We tried to throw it to the backcourt and was unable to, but we survived that possession. I think we'll go back to isolation. Jace over on the wing, maybe a 2-man game with him and Brady. Travel.
Dang it. Traveling call, Brady Martin. Caught it on the right wing, drove left into the middle. Falcons coming back into that half, 3/4 court, 1-2-2. Jace up top, Brady and Mason on the second row with Aiden and Parker in the back. Eagles get it across, no problem. 3 ball for the Eagles in the corner. Giddings, and it's good.
Well, that's the second time we've been caught after that 1-2-2 in the corner 3. We've got to get Aiden out there to cover that corner. They're doing a good job of screening him in there as well, so it's not as easy as you think.
44-42, Eagles now lead. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Brady Martin, long 3, no good. Rebounded Eagles again. And here comes DeVries. Falcons, no press, they can't get into it. DeVries gets it off, no good on the layup, but rebounded Eagles. Put back is good by Voss. And now they're on a run. They're
probably
on a big
call
run.
Timeout here.
And Coach O'Hearn is going to have to call another timeout. Another full timeout. Let's keep it here so we can give you guys, it's going pretty fast, so we'll just, no commercials, we'll keep it here.
So out of that timeout, again, they've been able to hit a couple corner 3s against us. Our defense has not been able to cover that open spot. They're going to continue that. You know, they've screened our low guy in on the block and made the shots. Now, looking forward, we've got an opportunity here. We're down 4, 46-42. Plenty of time left, and this is the time not to panic. We're upperclassmen dominated. This is where typically seniors and juniors have been through these games before in their career. As the game speeds up for everybody in the crowds, it's best to slow the game down in your mind and take advantage of what we're drawing up here. There's no doubt we've got to play. We tried an isolation play last time with Jace on the right side. It worked. We drew the foul. He was unable to finish that. And I'm thinking that we'll probably run something similar to that as well.
West Burlington now with only 1 timeout left. Pella Christian has 4. Falcons trail 42-46, 2:55 to go. The Falcons have the ball just across half court on the right side. Brady Martin gets it in, gets it to Jace. They have to cross half court to do it. Parker Lau on the left side now. Gets it up top, middle of the floor to Mason. Mason off to Brady. Dribble, weave. Brady long 3, good.
Huge shot.
Huge 3 for Brady Martin. Cuts the lead down to 1. Falcons down 45-46, 2:35 left to go here in the contest. Eagles drive middle. Foul, shot up, good. Dribble drive by Aiden Stoltz. Gives the Eagles a 3-point lead. Mason Watkins gets it across half court, up to Jace. Parker Lau now on the left side. Brady Martin, they're all over him now.
Yeah, and we don't need to settle for the 3 here. There's plenty of possessions left in this game. I know we're down 3, and the average fan says throw it in from three-point range and tie the game, but you got to look at the big picture here.
You got 2 guys on the floor for Pella Christian with 4 fouls. 5, 4, long 3, Brady, no good. Eagles really doing a good job of controlling the boards, especially with West Burlington spaced out in that 5-out set.
Yeah, and we were up against the shot clock there. That was a deep 3, but probably one that we had to take.
Timeout on the floor, Pella Christian. He's got 4 of them, and with 1:44 left and a 3-point lead, I'm sure he wants to draw up something good here, Coach.
My guess is they're going to use most of this 27 seconds left on the shot clock and look for something going to the basket, drawing a foul. We've got a foul to give before we get into the bonus, so we're in good shape there. Really only Mason in foul trouble with 3. If we could pressure the ball a little bit out front, maybe Jace on a steal, that would be a fantastic turnaround. But still a lot of game left here. Down 3, not worried, no need to panic, don't need to be throwing up desperation 3-point shots.
I tell you what, Jason, the other reason I wanted to do this game, first and foremost, obviously to provide something to the fans back home that couldn't make it, but I don't feel like I get as nervous as a fan when I'm working the game.
Well, I'm nervous.
We have a job to do. We're writing down stats. We're making sure all the audio equipment.
There's a steal.
Brady Martin. Yeah, and they're going to call a block. That was close. Brady Martin got the steal on the fast break dive.
Should be 1-1 here. Should be 1-1. So here's what we talked about at half. The chance that when your opportunity comes to you as a free throw shooter, step up there and knock them down. Can't think of a better player than Brady Martin to do that right now.
Brady Martin, 76% free throw shooter on the season. Did not have a good first half free throw shooting, but he knocks that down. 48-46, Pella Christian leads. Brady Martin has 1 more free throw. Again, Falcons with only 1 timeout left. Martin's second one is up, and it's good.
I'm Pella Christian here. When they get across half court, I'm calling timeout. I would want to set something up that everybody is on the same page, but they're going to run it out, looks like.
DeVries, dribble drive, and give and go, little jazz action. Basket is good by Voss. Gets it back up to 3. Falcons get it across. Watkins to Brady. 1:16, 1:15. Shot clock's at 20. Brady Martin up top. Martin dribble drive, gets fouled.
That should be 5 on him.
Yep. Foul is going to be on Voss, and that's going to be his 5th. So he will be out of the game.
So again, we ran an offensive set where we looked like we were going to throw something up from the outside. Made a better decision by driving the ball from the right wing. Drew the foul. Put Brady Martin on the line, who just made his last 2. 1:07 left, 50-47.
So Voss exits the game, replaced by Breams, and I think he's got 3 fouls. As the first free throw for Brady is good. 1:07 left here in the game. Brady Martin with 1 free throw coming. The Falcons trail by 2, 50-48. Pella Christian.
I look for Pella Christian after Brady makes this one, and I'm saying it confident before he shoots it, to run that same high pick and roll out here on the wing. We need to do a better job of stopping the ball early and defending that player that's going to roll to the basket. Falcons going back to the 1-2-2.
Yep, and they're putting Vandenberg in for Aiden. Press is a little bit more of a full court.
Yes.
Steal, Brady. Oh, and he turned.
Oh, a kicking violation, kick.
So
we maintain possession.
Full court press that time by the Falcons. Caught the Eagles off. 1:02 on the game clock, 34 on the shot clock. Falcons ball underneath the basket. Falcons trail by 1. Mason takes it out. Vandy sets a screen for Jace. They kick it up top to Brady. 30 on the shot clock. Brady Martin up top. Mason on the right. Jace on the left. Brady Martin.
Blocking foul.
Foul's going to be on DeVries.
1-1 for Brady.
Yep.
Maybe a double bonus here. Is that the 9th or 10th team foul? Looks like 9th.
9th.
1-1. Again, Brady's made 4 in a row, so I like our thing here.
DeVries now with 3 fouls. So again, the foul's starting to pile up as Brady Martin hits the first. 50 all, folks. 52.8 seconds to go with a trip to the well on the line. Second free throw up, good.
Again, I would definitely expect somebody call. We're going to call timeout, okay? I thought Pella Christian might, but we'll take the timeout, our final one.
Final timeout taken by Coach O'Hearn. They are now out. Falcons lead 51-50. It's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay here. And Jason, if you're Coach O'Hearn, what are you talking to these guys about?
I'm going right back to that 1-2-2, and I'd probably show them maybe just a little different look. Instead of that three-quarter court pressure, maybe we throw a quick surprise trap on them on that first pass. If it doesn't work, we definitely need to get back, identify who we're guarding, not leaving that opportunity for them to transition score off of it.
They're kind of pulling it back.
Yep,
so
we're going to pull back. That's fine, too. So a lot of game left, 52.8, 51-50, Falcons lead.
What? Falcons a little bit confused on who they got. So I think what's going on here is, well, they're just going full court man-to-man.
Yep, straight man.
30 on the shot clock.
There's a timeout by Pella Christian.
So Pella Christian, with 45.8 seconds left in the game, calls a timeout. They had 3 timeouts left. It's going to be a full. Shoot, let's keep it here.
So no matter what happens here, clearly we are out of timeouts, and you got to know that. So this is our last chance to set up not only our defense in an effort to stop them, but we need to talk about what we're going to do on offense if for some reason we do fall behind. You know, not to panic. There's still plenty of time left in the game. Use your guards, make that dribble penetration, and hopefully we get a defensive stop here and they'll foul us and put us on the line, because it would be double bonus from here on out.
West Burlington student section right here next to us, and man, have they shown up for their fellow student athletes here tonight.
I think everybody's shown up from West Burlington. If you listen at home, thanks for listening, but most of the crowd has made the trip up. Obviously, Pella just down the road. They've made a good showing with their fan base as well.
Yep. About an hour and 40-minute drive from West Burlington. For Pella Christian, it was probably about 25, 30-minute drive. But the Falcon faithful have shown up, and so has their team. Ball is inbounded to DeVries. 44 seconds left. Eagles ball, 23 on the shot clock. DeVries, backdoor cut. Basket is good by Giddings. Eagles lead by 1. The shot clock is off. There are no timeouts, so the Falcons are going to have to do something. Brady Martin, dribble drive, up, and they call a charge. Dribble drive was good. The basket was good, but they called the charge.
So wipe off the basket, offensive foul.
And like you said, Jason, he was underneath the basket. Brady with a great drive, 22.6. Brady's, I believe that's his second foul. So the Falcons now with 6 fouls. If they foul here, which they're going to have to, which they can try to get a steal, and if they get it across half court, then foul.
Yeah, I think I'd maybe wait on the initial foul. I didn't see what's on the time for the clock. What do we have left? Do you remember? I don't either.
I think it's 22, 23.
Okay, so maybe we work a backcourt a little bit, see if they can advance it across. You know, maybe get a 10-second violation. Clearly, after we advance the ball to the front court, or they advance it, then we've got a foul. This is the time to set up that play. If they make both free throws, then you need a 3. We're waning in the amount of possessions we're going to get from here on out.
52-51, Pella Christian leads West Burlington. Coach O'Hearn, no more timeouts, so I'm sure, like you said, he's drawing up what to do offensively should we get the ball. Obviously, if we get a steal, we want to look to score. 22.6 officially on the game clock. Falcons in a full court 1-2-1-1 press. They get the ball in, and right away Mason Watkins is going to get called for the foul. And they're going to send Aiden Stoltz to the line, and that's not the guy you want to foul. He's the 83% free throw shooter.
Well, we had a good trap on there, too. I don't know if that's what Coach O'Hearn wanted. He doesn't seem to be too upset. Again, we'll play the clock game here. Down by 1, Pella Christian at the line for the first of a 1-and-1.
Mason Watkins now with 4 fouls, too. If somebody was going to foul there, it probably should have been Jace, who's only got 1. First one is up, and it's good. Again, Aiden Stoltz, 83% free throw shooter, plus he's got 17. Pella Christian leads 53-51, 20.7 seconds left to go. Falcons with no timeouts. They're going to have to get it and go. Stoltz, second free throw is up, and it's good. Little token, nope. Mason Watkins, 17-16.
Man-to-man defense.
Jace has the ball. Gets it out to Watkins. Watkins, long 3, up. No good, but Martin gets the rebound.
We got a foul here. We got a foul. We got a foul. We got a foul.
4, can't call a timeout. They're just going to hold the ball. They're just going to hold the ball. They got the ball under 5, Jason.
Yeah.
And the clock can't stop, and O'Hearn, they had no timeouts.
Yeah,
that'll do it.
That's the high school rule. Obviously, in college, the clock would stop under a minute left. It did not stop in high school basketball, and they started to count with under 5 seconds. Pella Christian not required to throw it in, and the Falcons come up
like
1 point
that,
short, 54-53.
The Falcons season comes to an end in just absolute heartbreaking fashion. 54-53. The Falcons got a basket, was able to cut it to 1. Mason missed the 3 from the wing. Jace got the rebound, put it up.
There was some contact there. Again, I'm a long ways away. The referees are right there. Probably not a call you're going to get this late in the game in the Substate.
Not with State on the line.
But we go back to that timeout that we had to use, actually consecutive timeouts to kind of stop their run, and you always wish you had one more in the book and on the bank, but it wasn't there tonight.
Yep.
Great effort by the Falcons. Tremendous season. One that will go down historically as being one of our best. But right now, there's a lot of hurt on that floor, and understandably so.
Yep. Brady Martin ended up 24 points on the game. Just fantastic game for him. Jace Figueroa, senior captain, just the face of the program right now, ends up with 14. Mason Watkins with 6. Vandenberg with 7. He ends his basketball, him and Jace end their basketball career here at West Burlington in just heartbreaking fashion. But at the end of the day, Pella Christian hung tight, just consistently come at you. And, you know, Pella Christian is one of those teams that they've been here so many times, year in and year out. This coaching staff has been here year in and year out. When those things happen, it just gives you a sense of we're going to win this game. It always gives those teams a sense of we're going to win this game. And unfortunately for Coach O'Hearn, this will be his 3rd Substate defeat in his 5-year run here with West Burlington. And I'm sure this will be one he'll lose some sleep about for the next couple of weeks.
You know, anytime you have a close ball game, you go back and you look at everything that could have been. What would we have done different? How would we have tried this on that one possession? But you can't fault the Falcons, and let's give credit to Pella Christian.
Yep.
You know, you look at what they did to win that game.
Yep.
We took the lead.
Yep.
They were able to not only inbound the ball, they came down, made their free throws, and, you know, when you have good guard play, and obviously the DeVries kid is a good guard, as you sit over there on the sideline as a coach, you're pretty comfortable with the opportunity to put your team in a position to win the game and give them credit. They were able to do that, again, of no fault of West Burlington. Tremendous season, tremendous game. This one's going to hurt for a while.
Yep.
You can look at the faces of our fans and Falcon Nation, and, you know, there's some tears in the locker room right now for sure, and there should be.
Yep.
I go back to when I played and those seasons came to an end, and I can remember an old veteran told me one time, if it doesn't hurt, then you're not playing the game for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You think about the time, the effort you put in. You want to not only compete, but there's a reason that they put points up on the scoreboard in any game, and you want to win the game.
Yeah.
And our kids did compete, and hats off to not only them, but our entire coaching staff for the position that they were in to have an opportunity to try to get that elusive sub-state victory in our school history.
Again, the Falcons had a 6-point lead going into the fourth quarter there, and Pella Christian outscored the Falcons 20-13 there in the fourth, and it wasn't really on free throws. It was just making plays. So again,
yeah, that's a lead that, again, you talked about what we're going to do, and we look back on every possession and could it have made a difference? And I thought we did things well.
Yeah.
We didn't panic. We didn't have to force threes. We were able to turn them over with that pressure, even late in the game. So we did what we could, just fell a little bit short here tonight.
Yeah, and again, such a tremendous season for the Falcons. They finished the year 22-2, Southeast Iowa Conference champions. For Pella Christian, they're going to improve to 15-9, and they will go into state probably somewhere around a 6 to an 8 seed based on when those rankings come out here next week. But such a tremendous season as I see Vandenberg coming out, and just huge smile on Vandy's face as he's giving his family a hug, and that's good to see that he's that your families are there. There's nothing harder than that.
Well, again, the Vandenberg family, a basketball family,
Yep.
a sports family. John's the head girls coach at West Burlington. Been a coach for a long time, seen these games, been on both ends of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
When you're on the other side of the gym like Pella Christian, you're all smiles, and I see their kids,
Yep.
Dancing and celebrating, and ours are heartbroken. But it is good to see that. Again, at the end of the day, it's a basketball game. It's an important basketball game, don't get me wrong.
Yep.
The sun will come up tomorrow. We'll regroup. If you were looking at the future of West Burlington Falcon basketball, I'd say the future looks fairly bright, if not really bright.
Yeah.
You're going to return 2 of your guards. You're going to have, Aiden Figueroa is going to play a bigger role with Jace graduating, with Hayden graduating. There's some young men on the bench that had an opportunity to showcase what they had at the JV level this year, as well as some minutes on the varsity. Quincy Collins comes to mind as a player that's going to get more time on the floor next year. So whoever that coach is going to be, and I know there's going to be some interest in that opening, you're not coming into a program that's going to lose every game. And honestly, I think we could easily be right back here in this game again next year. Now, that's a long ways away.
Yeah.
Takes a lot to get that. Cards have to fall in the right places. So,
well, looking at Pella Christian, DeVries is a junior. Stoltz, who was their leading scorer, he's a senior. Dane Giddings, second leading scorer in tonight's game. He ended up with 13. He's a junior. So they're going to have, all their big guys, Vose, Breams, both juniors. They're going to have some seniors next year that are going to be very battle tested, and I have a feeling they feel like they're going to be back here again next year.
You bet, and that's the way it always works, doesn't it? It seems like when you have a team with some maybe a sprinkle of underclassmen here or there, you battle somebody else that's got a similar makeup as well. So, again, hats off to both teams. I mean, an absolute classic of a high school basketball game. Thanks to you and all of our sponsors for setting this up. I know you mentioned Mac and all the administration at West Burlington. I hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast, but there wasn't anything better than being here.
And Coach O'Hearn's on his way up. He just signaled to us, hold tight, I'm on my way. I know he wanted to talk win or lose, and again, I think it shows you the character of Ryan O'Hearn.
Well, he's been an absolute blessing to our program, and I understand his career moves and wanting to get back in that role as an administrator, but we're going to miss him as a basketball coach. We're going to miss him as a teacher, but I'll relinquish the headset here and let him talk.
We had 3, but for some reason I couldn't get the third one to work, and Coach O'Hearn is going to make his way over here, and we'll get him up. And Coach, doggone it. Another one. Another heartbreaker, but how you doing, man?
All right. We were up 8.
Yeah.
We needed to extend the lead at that point. I think we gave up an and 1, and then we gave up a 3 in the corner. Next thing you know, it's a 2-point game, and the whole town of Pella's cheering. So we just made some mistakes down the stretch.
Yeah.
Some defensive breakdowns with some ball screen defense. Got backdoored a few times when we shouldn't have. But credit to our guys. They played extremely hard in a hostile environment. This was a true road game for us. Despite being 22-1 and ranked 6th in the state, we should not be playing Oskaloosa tonight. But it is what it is. You got to play the cards you're dealt. And I thought our guys played a tremendous game. We had a heck of a crowd for coming 100+ miles from West Burlington. But Pella just made a few more plays down the stretch, and I think that comes with their state tournament experience. I mean, the little point guard had maybe 10 or 12 points in the state semifinals last year, so this was nothing for him. And they made shots. We tried to take away their threes, and I don't even know how many threes they hit, but too many. We needed to limit their threes. So,
well, talk about obviously. All year, Jace Figueroa has been such a huge impact guy. He doesn't always show up on the stat sheet. Tonight he did with 14 points. But, talk about, I know we talked pregame about the seniors, but talk about what the seniors gave you tonight, and as well as, Brady and Mason and all those guys that have been key guys for you all year.
Yeah, Jace has been the heart and soul of our team. He's just the head of the snake when it comes to our different presses. Defensively, he was all over the place tonight, as usual. Such a great kid. And then Hayden, hit his 1-3 a game there like he's been doing down the stretch and played extremely hard. Parker Lau was great defensively tonight, and he's had a heck of a year for not playing a whole lot last year.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be prouder of our seniors. Great kids from great families. This one's going to hurt for a while, but those guys are going to go on and have a lot of success. And, anything I can do to help them guys moving forward as young men going off to college and starting their, professional life and family someday. Definitely life or friend, or friend for life.
Yep. What was it like there in the locker room, and what did you say to the guys there as you said goodbye to them?
Yeah, pretty quiet and a lot of tears. We really haven't had a chance to talk yet. Just kind of in shock of with the way the game ended. That the ball went through the hoop with 7 seconds left. I think it got deflected and touched, and at that point, the clock runs out on you because the clock don't stop under a minute, and nothing you can do about it. I mean, we've been trying to do the same thing, just stall that thing out for the next 7 seconds.
Yeah.
So, shouldn't have been in that situation. It just, these Substate losses haunt you. So West Burlington's 0-6.
Yeah.
And for the history of the school, and at least I guess this one was close. The Comanche one turned into a 20-point blowout, but this was one of the better games you probably see tonight around the state. And Sub-State games, anything can happen.
Yep. Well, it's not just you guys. I mean, last 10 years we had 2 at Notre Dame, and so this has been this 2A Sub-State has been the game that, for whatever reason, Southeastern Iowa just hasn't been able to get through. But
and hopefully New London won tonight. I didn't hear the score.
Haven't seen anything yet, but we're following. And
Coach Porter and Blaze and Benjamin, those guys.
Yep.
I hope Southeast Iowa got a team, because our league was really good this year.
Yep.
And we can play with anybody in the state, as we showed tonight.
Yep. Well, Coach, we know you got a lot of media here and a lot of family and a lot of people here that want to give you a hug and support you and shake your hand. And
thanks
we
for the
want
coverage.
to do that
it's been
as
great
well.
Tonight.
Yep. We really appreciate it. And again, best of luck to you in your future endeavors. And you did a hell of a job here, man. We're really proud of you.
We enjoyed it. Thank you.
So that's head coach Ryan O'Hearn, as he's going to get. There's a lot of media here around, a lot of people that want to talk to him. And again, Falcons go down 54-53 as Pella Christian once again will cut down the nets and go to the state tournament here in a week and a half. But Jason, as we wrap this up, you're just, I've been in that situation twice as a head coach. I've lost 2 2A Substate games, one of them to Pella Christian 10 years ago today, as we talked about. So I know the pain that he feels, and that's the other problem of having an hour and 40-minute bus ride. Is there's going to be a lot of time that he's going to be sitting there where he's just going to want to throw his phone and shut everything off and say, man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. You just can't second guess yourself. He coached an absolutely brilliant ball game. made the right calls out of timeouts. Just couldn't get it to fall at the end.
Yeah, again, and it's tough when you're in that spot. And hats off to Coach O'Hearn. You know, it's easy to go talk to a couple amateur radio guys after you win a game because, you know, you feel like you've done everything right as the head coach. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of class, a lot of professionalism to leave that locker room for the brief amount of time to come up here and talk about what you could have done differently. And I know he feels bad. He shouldn't feel bad. He's put our program in a position to be successful well into the future. This has been an incredible ride for Falcon Nation, the opportunity to go to games night in and night out and know that, you know, you've got a really good chance to win and you're going to see some really good quality team basketball, and you know, I can't say enough and tip the hat enough to Ryan O'Hearn and what he's done as a head coach for West Burlington basketball.
Well, again, as we sign off, a couple of quick thank yous. I want to thank Mac again in the IT department at West Burlington High School for setting this up and making it so easy. Blackhawk Booster Club over at Southeastern Community College for letting us borrow the equipment. All of our sponsors that let us use their commercials here tonight. My wife for letting me take off and spend an evening out here. But most importantly, I want to thank Jason Marlowe. There's nothing harder than doing a game by yourself. And, you know, obviously, like I said, you've watched more of these guys than anybody outside of probably Ryan O'Hearn and Mike Radloff. So you've seen all the games. You know what these guys do. And it was just a blast calling this game with you. And unfortunately, it just ended the wrong way. But we sure do appreciate having you on tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Cody.
So for Jason Marlowe, I'm Cody Van Fleet. We want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in from all over the country tonight. It was a really fun game to watch. It just didn't turn out the way we wanted. As Pella Christian will take the Substate number 6 against our West Burlington Falcons. Final score 54-53. For everybody at home, thank you. And if you're listening to this on the drive home, drive safe, everybody, and go Falcons. Thank you.